Catching you up over in your Limflex female show, placings in Class 22 are as followed. First place goes to entry number 76, SSUL Charmer, exhibited by Carter Corgay of Tulsa, Oklahoma. Second place goes to entry number 78, TASF Miss Elsa, exhibited by Corbin Robbins of Chattanooga, Oklahoma. Third place goes to entry number 73, FSC Mia, exhibited by Al Strongen of Tipton, Indiana. Fourth place goes to entry number 75, SJMR Melina, exhibited by Samantha Jo Moore of Staten, Virginia. Fifth place goes to entry number 79, exhibited by Emma Graft of Middletown, Ohio. Again, congratulations to those exhibitors. And first place in Class 23 in your Limflex show goes to entry number 80, TSSL Maine She's a Star, exhibited by Michaela Jo Massey of London, Kentucky. And second place in that class goes to entry number 83, SSUL Eden, exhibited by Amanda Purvis of For Sales, Kentucky. Third place goes to entry number 82, TASF Make It Classy, exhibited by Alyssa Slimer of Selbyville, Maryland. Fourth place goes to entry number 86, exhibited by Connor Ergen of Chesapeake, Illinois. And fifth place goes to entry number 85, exhibited by Jacob Stouffer of Warsaw, Indiana. Now in the ring is Class 24.
Got a single entry here on a Gelbvieh balancer side. Again, really stout, dense, opened up female, lots of body shape. Hind leg usage is really good. Maybe just a shot courser up front, maybe just a little more upright in her knee and shoulder, but man, awesome way to get us started.
And first place in Class 24 over in your Limflex show goes to entry number 92, SSUL HF How About Brother, exhibited by Kennedy Lockhart of Fort Gibson, Oklahoma. Second place goes to entry number 90, TSSL NFX Helen, exhibited by Clayton Moore of Lafayette, Indiana. Now in the ring is Class 25 over in your Limflex show.
Got a good pair here. We're going to leave them just like they came in, and just a little more dimension and just body shape. And the heifer young guys got here at the front of the line, her depth, getting behind her stoutness, and even just a little cleaner and tidier there up front. She's not as long-sided, not as late maturing as the heifer we're going to leave here in second, but just balances up a shot better today. This heifer here in second, again, love her length, lays in smooth into her shoulder. Got the right muscle type. She's got shape, but yet it still goes into her body in a feminine manner. I think her length of stride is still very good. Just today, a little harder in her body, maybe relative to her classmate, not quite as smooth as what we see in that one leading off. But again, a good pair here in this class.
And catching you up over in your Gelbvieh Balancer show, first place in Class 1 goes to entry number 1. MCAF Miss Fancy, exhibited by Madeline Fryman of Cynthiana, Kentucky. She will also be your automatic spring heifer calf champion. Congratulations. And first place in Class 3, an automatic winner heifer calf champion, will go to entry number 17, JNCC Naomi, exhibited by Bo Noaxaloto from Bland, Missouri. And second place goes to entry number 2, JNCC NADA, exhibited by Cameron Nowak of Bland, Missouri. Again, congratulations to those exhibitors. Now in the ring is Class 5. Would like to take this time to introduce your judge over in your Gelbvieh Balancer Show, Mr. Brandon Callis of Minco, Oklahoma. He's a 2005 grad of Texas A&M and has a Master's of Animal Breeding and Genetics from Kansas State. He's currently a professor at Redlands Community College. He owns and operates BKC Livestock with his wife Kelly and 3 kids, where he runs a herd of cattle. He has been blessed to sort shows in over 30 states and 3 countries, and he always feels blessed to be asked to sort livestock shows. If you could join me in giving Mr. Brandon Callis a big round of applause for being out here. Thank you very much.
Got a nice trio here within this class, and I'm going to use this one just a little more comfortable, particularly at the ground of these 3. She lands the best. Still one who has dimension, again, body shape and smoothness and symmetry. She's got the edge there as well. I like to just maybe make her angle in her shoulder and her knee just a little more correct for me personally, but still a nice heifer. Easily the biggest volumed heifer is the one here in second. She is opened up, and she is massive in terms of just how robust she is. A little plainer up front, more so for me. I want to change her comfort level at the surface. She wants to get up on those feet and be just a little tighter. This heifer wants to fight the system a little bit, but I love her length. Again, shape and muscle are all still very, very good. A little more upright in her knee and her shoulder, just a little greener in her body relative to those 2 just yet. Needs a little more time on her, but again, 3 nice heifers here in this class.
And first place in Class 5 over in your Gelbvieh Balancer Show goes to entry number 19, Journey's First Lady, exhibited by Thompson Phelps of Paragould, Arkansas. And second place in that class will go to entry number 18, DNF Marcy, exhibited by Keenly Mitz of Sonega, South Carolina. And third place goes to entry number 4, MCAF Miss Manifesto, exhibited by Madeline Fryman of Cynthiana, Kentucky. Now in the ring is Class 6 Senior Heifer Calves.
Back on our Gelbvieh and Balancer side, again, a nice trio of cattle that all have some body shape and some stoutness to them. The red heifer, though, leads us off, just being the most correct, even having a little extra foot and extra bone. Again, her elevation isn't a problem. She's got some length and look up there. She's not maybe as husky and opened up and conditioned as what the heifer here in second is. A little greener yet, but I like that in terms of her being a little more juvenile out here. Like her feet and legs and the way in which she handles things. I like the balance of the heifer here in second. Really good in her head and neck set. Opens up in her body extremely well. Good out through her hip. Just wish she had a little more foot and bone to go off of. Want to change her angle up front ever so slightly. That way when she goes, she just goes with a little more comfort there to her skeleton. Good shape one here. We're going to run in third. She is big back. She is bold in the way she's put together. Just want a little coarser about her head, neck, and crest. With that, I want to see her just a little stouter down low to match everything she's got up high. But a solid trio here in this class.
And placings in Class 6 over in your Gelbvieh Balancer show are as followed. First place goes to entry number 22, Butler's Miss Maisie, exhibited by Alexander Rabb of Markle, Indiana. Second place goes to entry number 21, TCC Pride, exhibited by Henry Duggan of Calhoun, Georgia. And third place goes to entry number 23, TGA Midnight, exhibited by Davy Lynn Thompson of Campbellsville, Kentucky. We'll now be selecting your senior heifer calf champion. And placings in Class 25 over in your Limflex show are as follows. First place goes to entry number 97, Boyle Core Layla, exhibited by Keegan Bonsack of Taylor Ridge, Illinois. Second place goes to entry number 27, Selmia, exhibited by Abigail Faith Turner of Interlachen, Florida. And third place goes to entry number 93, Ratliff Moonlight, exhibited by Aaliyah Hazel Byers of Johnson City, Tennessee. And fourth place goes to entry number 29, PRF Miss Nellie, exhibited by Anna Weber of Harrodsburg, Kentucky. And fifth place goes to entry number 96, exhibited by Alea Hanks of Watauga, Illinois. Again, congratulations to those exhibitors. We'll now be selecting your division champion.
Here in this division drive here on our Gelbvieh Balancer side, a nice kind of heifer here up front. Again, hip and hind leg work well. Body shape is very, very good. Just want to change her shoulder angle, her knee in the way she comes to the ground, make it just a little better, more relaxed in that method. But boy, lands on the ground in a solid way. Got a good cow body and shape to her. Red heifer that comes out of this next class, very, very correct in terms of feet and legs. Has extra foot and bone here as well. Like the comfort of her skeleton. You could maybe make her a shot stouter in terms of just muscle shape. I don't think we can ever really call her a narrow one. I like the way she comes together in terms of just her structure, her look, and her presence. Red one's going to be my favorite here in this division, so we're going to use her to win it. Gets closer with these other two, but I like the added stoutness and shape of this one here up front out of Class 1. So red one's our champion. Young guy out of Class 1's our reserve here in this division.
And placings in Class 26 over in your Limflex show are as follows. First place goes to entry number 27, Selmia, exhibited by Abigail Faith Turner of Interlachen, Florida. Second place goes to entry number 93, Ratliff Moonlight, exhibited by Aaliyah Hazel Byers of Johnson City, Tennessee. And fourth place goes to entry number 22, PRF Miss Nellie, exhibited by Alea Hanks of Watauga, Illinois. And your senior heifer calf division champion will go to entry number 22, Butler's Miss Maisie, exhibited by Alexander Rabb of Markle, Indiana. And your reserve champion will go to entry number 19, Journey's First Lady, exhibited by Thompson Phelps of Paragould, Arkansas. Again, congratulations to those exhibitors.
Back on our Gelbvieh side here, we got a purebred heifer here. Again, love just the body shape, how stout and dimensional this female is. And again, with that, still smooth in the way her muscles applied to her body. A heavy bone one that's still clean jointed, still has a lot of balance and just symmetry to this particular heifer. You could get on her just a little bit and say she's just a touch coarser neck, and maybe she's just a little lazy in terms of her movement, but I think her stride still meets like it needs to. Her joints still flex and go. Nice functional female here, a single entry in this class.
And your Division III Limb Flex female goes to entry at number 97. Again, goes to entry number 97. Boy J. Layla, exhibited by Keegan Bonsag of Taylor Ridge, Illinois. Congratulations. And your reserve division champion will go to entry number 92, SSUL HF Hal Bowder, exhibited by Kennedy Lockhart of Fort Gibson, Oklahoma. Again, congratulations to those exhibitors. We'll now be moving on to Class 26 over in your Limb Flex female show. And first place in Class 8 over in your Gelbvieh Balancer show goes to entry number 5, CCDE Mindy, exhibited by Callie DeRosset of Sulphur, Kentucky.
Got another nice single entry here. I love the quality look and presence of this particular heifer. So thin-necked and good there, but yet opens up and into the right kind of volume in a rib cage. Again, the smoothness of her muscle pattern while still being stout and good and square in her hip and pins. Handles her hind leg in the right way there as well. We'll get her some more buddies out here to really get her evaluated, but a nice single entry to represent this class.
And first place in Class 26 over in your Limb Flex female show goes to entry 100, ENTJ Loretti, exhibited by Elza Truel of Santuk, Oklahoma. Now entering the ring is Class 27.
Got a pair of single entries here in this division. Again, two cattle that have the basics covered in terms of body shape and being good and broody, easy fleshing type cattle that still, I think, structurally are pretty sound. Just a difference in maybe look and presence and just an eye appeal difference between the two of them here. Black one's going to get the nod today. She'll be our champion here in this division. Red one will be reserved, but still a good pair that could use more competition.
And first place in Class 9 over in your Gelbvieh Balancer show goes to entry number 24, Madonna, exhibited by Alexandra Rabb of Markle, Indiana. And your intermediate heifer champion will go to entry number 24, exhibited by Alexandra Rabb of Markle, Indiana. And your reserve will go to entry number 5, exhibited by Callie DeRosset of Sulphur, Kentucky. Now in the ring is Class 11. And first place in Class 27 over in your Limb Flex female show goes to entry number 101, BRYF Lady Luck, exhibited by Bryce Fred of Duck, West Virginia. And your champion division goes to entry number 100 ENTJ Loretti, exhibited by Elzo Truel of Santahook, Oklahoma. And your reserve division champion goes to entry number 101 BRYF Lady Luck, exhibited by Bryce Friend of Duck, West Virginia. We're now ready to select your grand champion Limflex female here in Broadbent Arena. Again, we're ready to select your grand champion Limflex female. Would like to take this time to introduce our judge over in our limousine and Limflex show today, Mr. Bruce Sturzbach. Bruce, alongside with his wife Amy, own and operate Sturzbach Cattle Company, a true family operation that they have been in business for over 30 years. Bruce is deeply committed in the livestock community, has judged numerous shows across the country, folks, and let's join our hands together and welcome Mr. Bruce Sturzbach for being with us here on the Green Shavings.
Got a bigger class here on our Gelbvieh Balancer show, and again, lots of things to consider amongst this class and this group. For me, these top two are just a little bigger bodied and smoother, probably handle themselves just a little more comfortable with a little more balance. They're not ideal. I could change her shoulder angle. I could relax her right in the middle of her spine just a touch, but she combines enough freshness in terms of just her head and neck, how opened up she is in terms of her center body, some real muscle and a good hind leg on her there as well. Big body one here that comes next in second. Very broody, very opened up, and just very good in terms of her basics and fundamentals. A little shorter, a little more jammed up. Like to make her a little longer, more extended, and that's where this one comes into play. If she's not a little skinny for you, who she is for me, she's on that verge. You either call her fresh, you call her a little hard doing, but boy, she's got wild pieces. A long neck, a flexible skeleton, big bone and big feet. It's just her heart and her forerib and her spine. I like to make her quite a bit smoother and put more condition on that heifer. But man, she's got some neat pieces there to study and use. Female that comes next, again, big in her body, bold in her shape, a little frailer in her bone, tucks underneath herself, a little straighter there up front. This heifer here, I love how we've got her presented. I like the depth and smoothness of her body. Decided she was a little frail for me and just not quite athletic enough, not as comfortable. She wants to get just a little short and choppy, a little shorter there up front as well. We can relax this heifer's spine. We like her quite a bit better because, boy, I love her length. She's got some muscle, just gets up in her back and tucks up in her lower body a little more than I like her to, but still a really good class all the way through.
And over in your Limflex show, your grand champion Limflex female here at the 2025 North American goes to entry number 97, Boy J. Corlila, exhibited by Keegan Bonsack of Taylor Ridge, Illinois. Congratulations. And your reserve grand champion Limflex female goes to entry number 92, SSUL HF Hal Bowder, exhibited by Kennedy Lockhart of Fort Gibson, Oklahoma. Again, congratulations to those Limflex exhibitors. And over in your Gelbvieh Balancer show, placings in Class 11 are as followed. First place goes to entry number 30, Butler's Miss Margot, exhibited by Kira Moore of Fountain Run, Kentucky. And second place in that class goes to entry number 31, entry number 31, Mindy, exhibited by Thompson Phelps of Paragould, Arkansas. Third place goes to entry number 29, Miss Mia, exhibited by Casey Brown of Dwight, Kansas. And fourth place in that class goes to entry number 8, Butler's Miss Maria, exhibited by Jet Barker of Stuart, Oklahoma. Fifth place goes to entry number 27, exhibited by Tillman Dorosset of Glasgow, Kentucky. And sixth place in that class goes to entry number 28, exhibited by Clara Bell Bishop of Cox's Creek, Kentucky. And again, those entries 30 and 31 will be automatic division champion and reserve division champion. Now in the ring is Class 13 junior yearling females over in your Gelbvieh Balancer female show. And your bred-known Limflex champion here in Broadbent Arena goes to entry number 76, SSUL Charmer, exhibited by Carter Corrigay of Tulsa, Oklahoma. And your reserve bred-known female goes to entry number 50, Legacy's NAILE, exhibited by Jocelyn Rubert of Witt, Illinois. Again, congratulations to all those Limflex exhibitors on a successful show here at the North American. We will take a few minutes for the photo breaks, and then we'll be moving into our full-blood Simmental show.
Interesting class. Again, just depends on where you sit on body width and muscle. I tend to like more of it. That's why these two get to stay up here. I will say I wish all of them move with a level of comfort that was just a little better. But kind of it is what it is on these four. And so it's the deepest class. It's one of the best classes we've had in terms of trying to figure out exactly what to do. That's what takes a little longer, but I like all four of them. There's just things you got to draw your line on. Again, I like power for cattle. These two are the more powerful ones of the pair, the four. And then with that, this one's just a little better in terms of her head and neck, particularly as they come at you. I think she's more conservative in her base width up front. She's not as pigeon-toed, stays within the framework of her body. My hesitation on her, she wants to fight the system a little bit, and she can get tighter in her spine and maybe not handle herself as athletic off of a rear step as I'd like her to. That last pass, when we finally just let her go, she kind of comes together, and it makes sense there to go ahead and use that one. This is a burly one here that handles her hip and hind leg extremely good. She is so dense bodied. She's still stout, but yet it's still applied to her skeleton, I think, in a smooth and maternal fashion. It's just as we watch them go up front, she wants to get outside of herself and get a little pigeon-toed up there. That becomes a little more of a distraction, but a good heifer. If you call this one bold enough in her heart and her forerib, you call her stout enough at the surface, you can make the case that this is a fresh one that's deep-bodied, that's maternal in her look and makeup, and you can ride her to the front there as well. For me, going off either end, she closes up a little more, not personally like them to. I want to open that heifer up in terms of her heart and forerib. Kind of the same heifer as the one in front of her, just doesn't handle her hind leg quite as good. Smooth made, she's got some density to her. These are four nice heifers. Nobody deserves to be last, really, but one had to be. Want to change her in her rear skeleton, though, make her go a little squarer from behind. That's four good heifers, though, in that class. Got a very nice single entry here. Again, freshness and body shape and doability, all that goes with this heifer very, very well. But man, her head and neck posture is still good. The length of her hip, but yet there's still dimension, still sets down, and I think in a comfortable and good enough manner there as well. So nice heifer here. Single entry, could definitely use more competition.
And catching you up over in your Gelbvieh Balancer show, placings in Class 13 are as followed. First place goes to entry number 9, Clara Allen, exhibited by Corbin Love of Winfield, Kansas. And second place in that class goes to entry number 35, Material Girl, exhibited by Addison Prime of Jasper, Missouri. And third place in that class goes to entry number 32, Butler's Miss Mona, exhibited by Alexander Rabb of Markle, Indiana. And fourth place in that class goes to entry number 34, Butler's Miss Melina, exhibited by Clarabelle Bishop of Cox's Creek, Kentucky. And those exhibitors will automatically be champion in reserve division. And first place in Class 15 and automatic senior yearling champion heifer goes to entry number 38, T-Bar S Miss, exhibited by Laney Sasser of Edmond, Oklahoma. We're now ready to select your grand champion Gelbvieh Balancer here at the North American. Again, we're ready to select your grand champion female. And over in the other ring, we are ready to start our full-blood Simmental show here in the Broadbent Arena. With Class 1, again, we're ready to start our full-blood Simmental heifer show here in Broadbent Arena. Would like to take this time to introduce your full-blood Simmental judge here this afternoon, Mr. Will Banks. Will is originally from Cynthiana, Kentucky, where he grew up on his family backgrounding and cow-calf operation. Will attended Hutchinson Community College for his associate before transferring to Kansas State University to complete his bachelor's in animal science. While at both entities, Will was a member of the livestock judging and meat animal evaluation teams. Furthermore, during this time, he is an undergrad and Will served as an assistant coach for Hutchinson Community College, where he helped coach the champion team at the All-East Meat Animal Evaluation Contest. Will and his wife, Lindsay, now reside in Kentucky, where he works as a risk mitigation coordinator for the Bluegrass Stockyard Marketing Group. Additionally, Will and his family run Walking W Cattle Company and 32 West Stock Farm, a family partnership centered around raising purebred Red Angus seed stock. If you could join me in giving Mr. Will Banks a round of applause for being with us here on the Green Shavings. And placings in Class 1 over in your full-blood Simmental Heifer Show are as followed. First place goes to entry number 386, GJC Miss Page, exhibited by Garrett Jones of Anna, Texas. And second place in that class goes entry number 382, TCBO Georgie, exhibited by Canadian Squalls of Ozark, Arkansas. Third place goes entry number 387, Lady Jane 184, exhibited by Haley Ann Lynch of Southwick, Massachusetts. And fourth place in that class goes to entry number 384, TCBO Peaches, exhibited by Jada Peppers of Dawsonville, Georgia. Again, now in ring is Class 2 of your full-blood female show. And over in your Gelbvieh Balancer show, if you could join me in giving Mr. Brandon Callis one more big round of applause for being out here on the green shavings and evaluating our show.
Got a nice set of cattle here for our champion heifer on this side. Again, first division, opened up, dense, stout, made heifer that's got a nice future ahead of her. Not as sharp looking, maybe not as good in terms of shoulder smoothness as a few others, but still a nice heifer. Red heifer here, again, I think one that continues just going to get better every day. I love how smooth she is. Have a foot and bone, comfort of movement as one of the better ones out here there as well. Like her length and extension. Maybe today a shot flatter than you'd call ideal, but still a neat heifer. I think that as we continue to develop that one on, she's got a lot of cool pieces. Black heifer here in the class division behind her, like her silhouette, just her function and way she gets and goes in terms of comfort of build is good. Still has some squareness when you get in behind there. You could intensify her foot and bone and just make that a little more woofy and stout, but man, that thing's so smooth and so correct in the way in which she goes here. A stout one here that comes out of this next division, really opened up and dense in terms of her hip and her middle. Still comes together in terms of just her side profile. Still all goes good. A little more pronounced in her shoulder, like we said. Her angle in her shoulder you change and how she transitions from shoulder to full rib. Get her on the move. She gets up in that spine ever so slightly, but she brings her to the standstill. She pulls that one together quite well. Had a tough class there. This one came out of and ends up being our division winner there as well. Deep and opened up. I like compositionally where she is on things as well. Still one that's neat looking. Like I talked about her and her classmate. Had more power. Still want to just change this one right in her spine and the way she handles things on the move here. Then the red heifer, the single entry out of that last division. Again, boldness and freshness, still very, very good. She's got a lot of hip and a lot of punch in her there as well. Still sets down good on her feet and legs out here. So a nice heifer, built my speed. She even smells good out here. We're going to use her to be our champion here in this division. Her being a single entry here, it gets a little tougher between a few other ones. But again, I get hard maybe on cattle on comfort of movement. We can maybe move it differently. The angles can be different. But man, I love them to be comfortable. Love it to be easy for them to go, but yet still not sacrifice width and substance. And there's two others that probably meet that request. Then of those two, there's one that just kind of gets harder to pick a hole in. Young lady here in this third division is going to be reserved.
And your grand champion, Gelbvieh Balancer female here at the 2025 North American will go to entry number 38, T-Bar S Miss, exhibited by Laney Sasser of Edmond, Oklahoma. Congratulations. And your reserve grand champion female will go to entry number 24, Madonna, exhibited by Alexander Rabb of Markle, Indiana. Again, congratulations to those exhibitors.
here in our bred known, our final division here in our Gelbviehs and Balancers. Again, thank you guys for having me out and putting up with us this late, getting here. But man, a nice set we ended up with out here. Still got a nice one that's going to lead off this particular division here as well. Wild looking, really, really good and sound on feet and legs. Black one here on the end of our line leading around is going to be our champion here in this bred known division. I like the red one here in front of me here for reserve. But a nice set, good trio here to end with.
And your bred known Gelbvieh Balancer female here at the North American goes to entry number 29, Miss Mia 2428, exhibited by Casey Brown of Dwight, Kansas. Congratulations. And congratulations to all Gelbvieh Balancer exhibitors on a successful show here in Broadbent Arena.